I was diagnosed with diabetes. I've learned to cook my favorite foods without using a lot of sugar. And this is one of my favorite cakes. It's called a candy bar cake, and I'd like to make it for you. So I'm going to start off by taking 1 cup of salt and butter and creaming it. I'm going to add 2 cups of Splenda. Flour, 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt to your mixture, adding 1 at a time. This is always the fun part. I like to add the vanilla, butter, and nut extract as a combination to my milk, and I use usually about a teaspoon of that, and for a little extra flavoring, I add a 1/2 teaspoon of butter extract with it. It gives it a little bit more of a homemade flavoring. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of chopped up Stouffer's Brussels toffee squares that are sugar-free. This makes it yummy and the candy bar part. Now we're going to make our sugar-free cream cheese frosting that I made with confection sugar that I'm making with Splenda and cornstarch that you blitz in the blender for a second so it gets the consistency of your regular confection sugar. And it feels just the same, it tastes just the same. Lovely. So we're going to keep on, blending. Last scoop of the homemade confection sugar. I'm going to add a few drops of my vanilla butter nut extract to give it a more of a homemade taste. I love this extract. I swear it's the best of all worlds. It smells like homemade, smells like a movie theater. This reminds me of my grandma's kitchen so much. While our cakes are cooling off and our frosting is in the fridge, we're going to cut up our sugar-free candies. I have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Brussels Stouffer's Pecan Delights Caramels and Toffee Squares. Previously, I put some in the freezer and I chopped them up and I put them in a bag and I beat them with a hammer and made little chunks, and I'm going to sprinkle those on top. Now I've cut these up into little squares and jagged little pieces to put them all in different ways. The caramels, just do them any ways. I actually like to not do it the whole way. Just do it the whole way and just kind of pull it apart so you have different individual ways so you can just stack it any way you want. You can't tell the difference in the way they taste. They are fabulous. Now we're going to start frosting our cake. This is the best and most fun part of the whole thing. I also like to line it with parchment paper, and I do 4 strips just to keep my cake plate clean, because so far not the best cake decorator, but I'm learning, and when I win this beautiful trip to Savannah, I'll get better. On our first layer, we're sprinkling toffee bits all over it. All the way to the side. And now we'll put our second layer on top of that. And now we'll frost it. Fat-free cream cheese, it makes it a little bit runnier, but it will harden up when you put it in the fridge for a couple of minutes. Doesn't take very long. I'd say 5 minutes at the most. You will have a hardened up cream cheese frosting. We're going to add our chips to the top. I like just going around the top. There's no uniform to it, just whatever you like to do, whatever makes you feel happy about it. Sprinkle some down the sides. It is a candy bar cake after all, so you want lots of sugar-free candy, because us diabetics, we get left out of a lot of get-togethers, and we get left out of so many things because we have to worry about our sugar. This way, we get a little something gives back to us. Still cook like Paula Deen, still have all the taste, and not worry about the guilt. So, there's our chips on top. Now I'm going to gather a little bit of the pecan delight and just center them kind of sporadically around my cake. And let's see, how about some caramels? These are always so fabulous. There's nothing better than caramel. Except maybe Reese's. And luckily, I have both on my cake. So I think I'll put the Reese's right here in the middle. Slide out these parchment papers. Got a little bit of, looks like I'm going to have to do some licking right here because I cannot let that cheesecake go to waste. A little bit of heaven on some parchment paper. Well, I'd like to thank Paula Deen and Philly Cream Cheese for giving me this opportunity to share with everybody my candy bar cake. And I hope every diabetic out there can now enjoy a little slice of heaven and not have to worry so much about their sugar. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.